Oh, hold on. We did get to the ocean eventually. If there was a scene transition, we missed it. But I don't think there was. I will turn up the ocean noise for you. Hmm. Many things happening on this game. Oh, I don't really understand what, if anything, this is supposed to do. I'm very pro-sun, however. I was sort of thinking, well, could we get the sun and the moon? Could we get the sun to go to the top and the moon to go off the page? But yeah, there doesn't really seem to be anything extra here. It's just like a global clicker game, maybe, or some commentary on how. Ah, I see. Yeah. Interesting. Camel's not a sphinx. Egypt is Egypt, though. I have to give him that. Egypt plus Egypt is pyramid. So, pyramid plus pyramid is sphinx. Interesting. So it's sort of like they go back and forth. Okay. No discoveries. Yeah, I might play this next. I guess I could just do it now. I'm not going to bother to update the stream information, but I might break them apart afterwards. Garçon, your most watery water, please. Okay, now I'm thinking like, actually, this game is going to be nothing. Because it's just sort of a large arbitrary pile of stuff happening. I don't know, it's like exploring a bunch of rooms, but you can't really see any of them. Which some people might find engaging, but me, I'm like, I would prefer it if you literally just showed me the graph. I know it's weird that I would say that. Being a man who played Word Factory a bunch, but it's just how it is. Am I supposed to be thinking like, ah, of course, a mermaid boulder would be, you know, whatever? Because I don't think that's gonna happen. Like you're telling me I should have thought of something to get sphinxy? I don't think so. Maybe you're supposed to think like, okay, over here is pure water. Over here is pure fire. Over here is pure wind. Over here is pure earth. And then we go like, okay, which already doesn't work, by the way, because we don't have enough dimensions. Then we go, you know, earth, water, plant, earth, plant, tree. Swamp river, marsh. Swamp, swamp, bog. Bog, bog, swamp. Swamp fossil, dinosaur. Bog fossil. No love for the bog mummies. I mean, mermaid bird should give you heartbeat. Oh, gives you siren. So that actually is something. I don't really understand why baby dinosaur. I guess Little Mermaid. Oh yeah, sure. Hmm. It's really thinking hard. Whatever algorithm it runs. These are just incombinable. Curious. Firebird, like the car? I thought a Firebird was a Beans. T-Rex, the Cupid of dinosaurs. Whatever the algorithm is, it's gotta be something that, like, takes, Heratosaurus. Hadn't heard of it. It's gotta be something that takes outliers and everything, and sort of brings them back in by the clustering. Anyway, I'm done with this, and I haven't even discovered anything. Okay. Genetic artifacts. When you touch the artifacts. This is just like a museum piece, you know? Alright, done with that. I remember seeing that. Yeah, this is a fun, like, infographic, I'm sure. I'm very good at scrolling. Ooh, draw a perfect circle. Let's go. Download to use extension. Man, these ads are just like fully riding the line between what is ad and what is malware. Did I go too far away? I'm starting to wonder if it thinks my screen is actually the size that my screen is and the correct dimensions. Because sometimes things think that my screen is different dimensions than it actually is. Due to, like, I don't know, Microsoft scaling or something. So maybe I'm actually not supposed to draw a perfect circle. I'm actually supposed to draw something more like an oval. That's too close, I guess. I wonder if the bigger circle gives you more tolerance. I'm gonna say no. I can use my touch screen. Well, I'm not doing better than that first one, I think we've learned. Ah, nice. Good, 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 good. Random. What is this, like a Plane? This is a wonder of Street View. You're right. Pictures in places where you wouldn't necessarily think they would be. Let's go. Well, that would be pretty bad. Hmm. Okay. Dixon Fjord. I guess it must be a lot of APIs going on in there. This one might actually be good. Hmm. I mean, I kind of want to say, yeah, pull the lever. It's the right thing to do. I gotta be brutally honest with you. 5 is not enough. No jury would convict. Mona Lisa isn't even that good of a painting. I mean, if we weren't in a trolley scenario, if we had to make a cost-benefit analysis, I'd say Mona Lisa is pretty high, but, you know, the trolley is a cruel mistress. I mean, same thing, except I get $500,000. Lobster and cat. Oh, do nothing. Lobsters die every day. One second of agony, or 4 human lives, rather. Yeah, I do nothing. Like, I think the argument of like, you shouldn't be on the tracks is kind of misapplied to this, although it can be funny. But like, if you have tied yourself to the tracks, like, man, don't do that. Lever just speeds up the trolley, which might make it less painful. What do you do? I don't think you should speed it up. I mean, I know nothing is going to happen here. But like, don't speed it up on account of someone could intervene. This is tough because he is my best friend. Hmm. I mean, he is like my best friend, and like my friends are really cool people. So, yeah. Sorry, 5 strangers. I just if my friends were like real scumbags. Yeah, this is relatable. Uh, Man, I probably wouldn't do anything in real life. uh, Yeah, ironically, I'm actually closer with my second cousins because I happen to live nearby them. This is exactly what they look like, not really. I mean, elderly people, like, they're always saying, like, oh, I'm passing on life to the next generation. So I think we do nothing. I think they'll understand, like, a baby's gonna live longer than everybody else combined in that scenario. Oh, this is tough because, like, my clones are probably gonna be pretty good people. Um, Now, clones in real life do, like, die. They're pretty fragile because of the limitations of cloning technology. Like, Dolly the sheep just kind of mysteriously died. Um, that I think the point of the question is, like, you aren't allowed to consider that, right? Because otherwise it's like, oh, you or 5 terminally ill versions of you. I think it's just you and 5 versions of you. Now, on the other hand, if I do pull the lever, or if I do leave the lever, that is pretty fair. Like, like they'll think, yeah, I would have done the same thing, because they're my clones. Also, if they're real clones, then, like, they're just kind of my twins. A lot of things could happen with my twins. They could be very different people than me. Possibly they could take my bad traits and run with them. I always worry about this. Well, worry is a strong word. I reflect on it. The inaction also makes it easier to do that. Hmm. This is interesting. So the expected value is the same. And it's not like there's a diminishing utility function on lives. The fact that there is a do nothing option does mean it's privileged. So if I do think these are equivalent, I can just say do nothing. 50% chance is pretty high. Of 2 people? Then again, 10 people is more than 2 people. I have a math degree. Let's do nothing. How many levels of this are there going to be? There are a lot of details you would need to fill in on the 5 sentient robots here. Like, do they value continuing to exist like a human being? I'm going to assume so. But they could also say, like, don't worry, bro, I'm backed up in the cloud. Doesn't bother me. I'm just ones and zeros, bro. You know? Whereas humans definitely are not like that. But if we just assume these are basically, like, psychologically normal people who happen to be robots, and then especially if they're, like, the only robots we have, then we definitely need to keep them. The fact that they are sentient is definitely, it's evocative phrasing, but it doesn't tell me a lot about what I would need to know. But I'm just assuming they're basically like humans made out of metal. So I am going to pull the lever. if I was walking down the street, obviously I would not even assume they were humans or they were robots that were sentient. So like, I can't really put myself into the situation without more data. And also, we'll never know if robots are sentient, probably. Yep, free money. I see that now they're trying to turn it around on you. Uh, this fact is like not real. So I could say do nothing because I happen to know that fact isn't real. Or I could embrace the fact that I know it isn't real and say, like, this particular CO2 will actually kill 5 people over 30 years, and therefore I must pull the lever. Oh, so you can reincarnate, which is already a huge worry off of my mind. Um, is it good? Is it good to be alive if you reincarnate? Is it bad? I guess it's probably good to continue to be alive, get more life years in. Although apparently I can live concurrently. Ha ha ha! I'm gonna prank him. Ha ha ha! Oh, a harmless prank with a question mark. Oh. I know it's supposed to be like, haha, he's littering. But like, nobody just litters. The number of people who litter, like, habitually, which is what this phrasing implies, is like the number of people who litter habitually and are poor citizens, much higher than the number of people who litter habitually but are actually good people. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's that strange of an opinion. If you know certain things about society and you aren't just living in a fairy tale land where anybody can have any combination of attitudes in a hypothetical postulated by a philosopher. I think I'll join the voice chat in case anybody else wants to come along, talk to me. I'll see if how everything is. I mean, both of them are trapped there on accident, so obviously it shouldn't happen. Well, I feel like living forever is better than immediately dying. So, or, you know, maybe not living forever, but living out the rest of your natural life, even on a trolley. My worst enemy. I mean, listen. I don't think I really have any enemies. Like, thing number one, I don't have any enemies. So the people we enumerate among my worst enemies are gonna be they're gonna be some very very bad people. Uh, you know, there's gonna be some crazy stuff going on that those people did. Like dramatically worse than one murder, possibly. Anyway, Mm, 50 years is really bad. Whereas the last 10 years, like, obviously I'd want to live it. It'll probably be good. Might even be great, but like losing the last 50 years, that's very bad. And the numbers are equal, so like I got to do the Quayle rating, you know. Hmm. Okay, so my opinion on this is probably going to be controversial. But like I'm assuming they really actually die in the future. They aren't just like hit by a trolley and then saved by future technology. And I think 100 years from now, there's a good chance that they will have figured out a way that you will otherwise functionally be immortal, which we kind of already have. If you think cryonics might pan out, then there's a chance right now. So, like, it's way worse to kill somebody in the future because, like, at that time, they might be like, yep, nobody ever dies anymore. You can live infinity more time, basically. Whereas if you die now, it's like, well, I mean, we're all probably going to die now, you know? So, yeah. I I expect maybe you're supposed to think about like hyperbolic time discounting or whatever. That doesn't really mean anything to me. Also, I think life in the future is going to be 100 times better. And then people are like, oh, if you don't discount in time, then you have to do everything to better the lives of people in the future. It's like, okay, if you see any opportunities for me to do that, let me know, I guess. And yeah, if there's anything I can do for like 1 cent now that realistically will do millions of dollars of good later, okay, without accounting tricks where it's like, oh, actually, if you the miracle of compound interest means eventually people will give you more money later to do more things. And it's like, well, they're giving me more money later because the money is valuable now to do other things. You see what I mean? Anyway, that's just investing anyway. So, trolley problem is playing out before you. Do you actually have a choice in this situation? Or has everything be predetermined since the universe began? This is a false dilemma. The answer is both. I'm not even sure I really believe in predetermination because as a concept, it sort of contains like you could figure it out from the beginning, but then the process of the universe processing is how you would figure it out, you know? So it doesn't even really make sense the way most people think about it. Anyway, I don't think you have a choice, but you do have a choice as well. I've solved philosophy. That was good. That was good. All right. More Neil.fun. Let's see what else we got on this page. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna blast through them. Earth reviews. Turns out Earth is just a simulation. Luckily, creators are looking for feedbacks. The review is now under review. I wonder if that actually does anything. Is it just at the bottom of the page? I do not believe dogs actually eat chocolate. Die if you give them chocolate. This is, some amusing text, I think. That's the point of that. And man, if you're a guy who apparently likes, oh man, look at this crazy ad. I hate it. I hate it so much. Oh, come on. Uh, if you're a guy who likes writing amusing text, I can see why they wrote an entire podcast for Stimulation Clicker. Juice boxes, sliced bread, handshake. Best thing since itself. Those might have been crowdsourced. I don't know. Let's settle this. Okay, this is sort of like the trolley problem, but much higher stakes. I pronounce it GIF. The dress, let's look at it again. This appears to be blue and black to me. I think, like, obviously, I understand there are, like, lighting effects, but, I don't really care. Like, the thing can look a certain way in the photo. Like, if you flash a blue light when you're taking a photo of something, for example, it can look blue. And, I wouldn't go like, oh, actually, it's white. I mean, I would, but I don't know. Man, I do remember that dress being the black and blue thing. Which came first, chicken or the egg? Chicken evolved from a different animal that also laid eggs, so easy. Diagonally or horizontally? I think you should actually cut it triangularly, because then you can get at the parts without having the crust. I mean, or you can just eat it whole, which is fine. But if that's a type of diagonal cutting. Cereal a soup? No, not in the sense of soup a food. The paper over or under? It's supposed to go over. Pepsi or Coke? I have no opinion about that, actually. Pineapple on pizza good? I don't like it. I don't think it's weirder than a lot of things people put on pizza. Star Wars or Star Trek? Like, I like them both, but I did watch the Star Wars movies, and I thought, wow, these are actually great movies. Um, the thing, the pants of the dog don't really cover his butt in this diagram. We're gonna zoom in on that, right? Like they don't cover his anus, so that can't be right. Also, I've seen dogs in costume, and it is like that. People don't like that answer, despite the fact that the whole point of wearing pants is to cover the anus. I want to say yes. I've never seen this movie, but yeah, I think he would fit, but I don't know if it would have been buoyant enough. Hot dogs are not a sandwich, except, of course, in the metaphorical, broader usage of the word sandwich, of course. Marvel or DC? It's always got to be DC. They got Superman and Batman, and uh, Marvel is now played out because of their movies that are, I believe, fine. Let's get rid of it. Maybe, keep it full time, set the clocks to whatever needs to happen, Xbox or PlayStation. I have no opinion. I guess I like my Xbox controller. Don't think we're living in a simulation. It's exactly tied. That's crazy. Or possibly with one vote either way. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Yeah. I mean, giving it as your favorite is sort of a cop-out answer. However, it does count. Like, not all Christmas movies have to be bad, if you'll pardon my trenchant observations. Middle brownie piece. The edge is a little bit too hard to chew for me every time I've ever had one. Sock sock. Sock shoe. Sock shoe. I couldn't even read it right. It's that crazy. Or sock sock. Shoe shoe. Everybody goes sock sock shoe shoe. Like they aren't even in the same room. I see. Hold on. Let me go back up to dog pants. Okay. Yeah, so everyone agrees with me, actually. iPhone or Android? I don't know. I don't have an opinion. Straw have one hole or two. The surface of the straw has two holes, but the solid of the straw has one hole. You're welcome. Which of those is more intuitive? I think two. Huh, people think of the straw as a solid. Smooth or chunky peanut butter? Smooth. I like to have it on sandwiches and stuff, so it's much better smooth. All right, we're getting through the end of this ambient chaos. This is this is just like an earlier version of the other game. Oh, a giant ad to download. Finally, I can download his thing. Rocks. Yep. Okay. Good. Good. Yep. I would say I understand this. I have to guess. Thinking just maybe there might be something for getting the rocks to balance. But I may never know. Sell, sell, sell. These are many things. That's interesting. A lot of people in the world, you know? Wow. Well, I guess it's actually just 222. Alright. We shall continue. Halley's Comet. Well, that'll be nice. I'm just, skimming it, looking at the pictures. Gas clouds. 10 to the 30. That's a long time. This has got to be like $1 million probably for this Useless piece of garbage. Okay. I'm honing in on what neighborhood we're in. Go for 50,000. It's hard to get to the neighborhood. This has got to be like $4 million. No date. Um, okay. I guess I know what lamps cost. Executed. Wait, what do you mean executed? Like the painting was made, or? Yeah, surely this. On the Wikipedia page, surely this woman was not executed. Yeah, okay, no. I don't know. Just kind of feels like maybe it'll happen this way. Hmm. No, my lamp record. Now I'm thinking like I'll just guess 1 million for all of them. They should cover that up. I feel like this. I gotta lowball that this slightly. There's no way that's selling for 1 million. Okay, never mind. Play again? Nah, I'm fine. Weird things are happening at the auction. Some have told me it's... Wow, I should get this job, I suppose. For streaming, this is a very accurate number. Wow. They spend a lot of money over there. They make a lot of money over there. They make more money over there. They make even more money there. Yep, yum, 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 yum. Ah, this is the amount of money I make. Um, well, yeah, yeah. That's a crazy large amount of days right there. I guess that's good. Nice, you might even say. Yeah, when people say that like things are getting worse, it's often unclear to me what they mean, except of course that the moon is slowly moving away. Like I think things are getting worse for specific reasons. But when I hear the specific reasons of other people, that's rough. Uh those reasons seem stupid to me. And I'm like, this idiot doesn't even know the reasons things are bad. I'm getting the sense that the ocean is very deep. Then again, we're only at 10 kilometers. I don't even know what that submarine is. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. We're gonna have to go faster than this. No time to read that. Oh, okay. By the way, I am appreciating these things. Share with NSA. Nice. That's funny. Batman, bad plan. I wonder what that says in hieroglyphics, right? Yep, that's a. Hmm. Dark patterns like the ads on this website. This these patterns are barely dark. I know much darker patterns. This this one is dark. This one is very annoying. It gets me out of the habit of checking them because I delete them. But I'm very high agency, I guess, I say, sitting here for my third consecutive hour. Yeah. So true. So true. I mean, he isn't responsible for the ads on the page. He just put the ad on the page, and it's the ad network that's responsible for allowing the bad ads. Like, these are fine ads, right? These are just telling you what's going on. And even the people who are making the ads probably know that they are disingenuous. However, maybe they don't. Maybe they're like, well, this ad that looks like a download button works better. Maybe people like to download things. I don't know. That's NBA games are longer than I thought. So is The Cat in the Hat, I guess. I feel like I could read that like 120 times in an hour. So are games of laser tag. Man, the Lord of the Rings thing really got me, but I guess it's just a conventional movie. And days are not that long. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I've been thinking of going without distractions. It will allow me to do more great in-depth dives like this. I've definitely taken first steps, and I've been born, I think. I might know how to read, and I may have a friend. Alright, seen one of those. It won't let me click. What happens if I click all of them? I am the true clicker game. I hope he makes money from these ads. I mean, you'd hope that, alright, you'd hope that he can make a living from this. On the other hand, if he doesn't make a living, I hope he takes the ads off, I suppose. I don't know. Okay. Oh, okay. 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 Hmm. We're really getting to like just an interesting thing he put online once. Ooh, let's fold. Oh, it's getting bigger, right? Because we're folding it. Hmm. Hmm. Didn't realize the moon was that far away relative to other celestial objects. Hmm. Yep. Perfect. Well, I think of the old logo, obviously. When I see this, I think of redesign your logo. This is an X now, you fool. Wait, the Google logo green? What are you? Yeah. I also think of the old Google logo because I'm a real one. This is like, the guy. Yeah. This is just like circle, you know. Okay. These are like nice pages, by the way. Good. This too is the simulation game. Very good. Yeah. These guys, they love emojis, and I see why. Who doesn't love a good symbol, a good pictograph? Nice. Bigumaku. Yeah. So I think in context, if I visited this page out of context, I would assume somebody was making the point like Bill Gates is just the franchise is $1 million? Or is it, well, surely you can't buy the entire McDonald's corporation for $1 million, so. Hmm. Um, yeah, I would assume somebody was saying, like, Bill Gates is too rich. And I would say, like, did you know that Bill Gates could fund the federal government for 11 days if they took all of his wealth? Really makes you think about how society works, huh? And mansions should be cheaper. Like, it's just a big house. And land is not that expensive. And wood is not that expensive. Like I realize you have to assemble it, but that's even not that expensive. I don't know. Maybe this is in an attractive location or something. But having seen the rest of these pages, especially the one showing you government spending in an infographic, I think this guy is just like interested to know how much, these things are like each other in quantity. I think that's just what he's into. Oh, nice. This is real-time data, by the way. Every time somebody types something into a hospital, boom. Many Indian babies. USA, #1. Okay. Well, that's all of Neil.fun so far. And, yep, very good. So, yeah, that's two streams in one. Except things might be broken apart for thematic and also random technological reasons. Goodbye.